Hello friends, and welcome back to Emilysgame. In this episode, we are going to join the UC Vanguard. To do this, you will travel to Jessamine and go to the New Atlantis City, the Mast District. Here you will find the Mast Tower, the Mast Building, if you will. In this building, you may remember that Sarah Morgan took us here on one of our very first episodes to meet this gentleman right here, Mr. Commander John Tula. You talk to him.
What can I do for you, applicant?
And you tell him that you're ready to join the Vanguard. That will activate the mission Supra et Ultra. The process starts down in the orientation hall.
Yes? Need something?
And as you can see, now that that's our active mission, it gives us the option to go there. I'm not sure if you can go there without it being the active mission, but either way, you come down here. I made the mistake of not having this set and running straight through the orientation hall. That is not what you do. You find these terminals right outside the elevator, and you register. You enlist. You either agree or you do not. You can read through the various things here, but yeah. We're going to agree. We're going to join. And now we're going to proceed to the Vanguard exam.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed through the historical displays in the orientation hall, or continue on to the examination.
These are optional. You do not have to sit and listen to each one of these as you progress through here. I don't believe you get any kind of bonus for doing that. It will just take some extra time. I did listen to some of these, and they are interesting.
All 4 of my last science papers have been on terramorphs.
That's a beautiful creature right there that we have yet to meet. I'm actually terrified to meet one of these, but I'm sure we're going to meet one at one point. I'm just trying to avoid that for the time being. The one reason I wanted to join the Vanguard was because of wanting to upgrade my pilot skill. In order to fly certain ships or use certain parts, you've got to be able to have a higher rank, and I have been not focusing on that. However, in order to rank these up, as you can see, you must destroy ships. Well, finding and destroying ships is a lot of fun when you're just playing normally. However,
you could not pay me enough
when you join the Vanguard, you get to use their combat simulator, which will allow you to farm ship kills. When you enter the simulation, the guy will tell you what you need to do. You'll sit in the pilot's chair to activate the simulation. However, before you get to the pilot's chair, you will notice that there is a simulations control here. You cannot activate this until you've activated the simulation. As you can see, there's no option here. We'll go ahead and activate that, and I will show you the options you have.
Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents.
Once you've sat and activated the exam, you get right back up, you head back to that console.
Good hunting, applicant.
And you run the debug tools. The debug tools will allow you to upgrade your shields and your damage. You can also generate an ally. However, I advise against doing this if you are farming ships, because your ally will also kill the ships, and I don't believe you get the credit for that. So, ignore that. Authorized users only. You need to unlock this with the digipick. And you're all done. And now, on this console, unlocking that allows for infinite upgrades past, or they persist between the different tiers. What that means is, when you sit and you do the exam, you have 3 tiers to complete the exam. However, there are a total of 6 tiers to complete the entire exam. I believe you get a bonus for doing the additional 3 tiers. I have not done the additional 3 tiers. I have, however, done several of the first 3 tiers. If you have not learned how to fight battle in space yet, I highly recommend you spend some time doing it before you before you jump into a battle. As you can see, it does take some time. It does take a little bit of skill. I'm not going to pretend that I have skill here. Don't know what happened there. My engines went offline. That's a first. Alright. So now we're waiting for the tier 2 targets to show up. They'll be here any second. There they are. And just have at them. I'm not gonna lie, some of you might have some tips for me on doing these battles. One of the problems I have a lot of is I hit the F key, which activates scanner mode. It doesn't prevent you from being able to fight, but what it does is prevents you from seeing how many missiles you have available, or where your lasers or your ballistics are at.
Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3.
See why we want to run the debug tools when we do this. It does make it last a little longer, and if you're feeling lucky, you can jump into tiers 4, 5, and 6. I made it to tier 5 and then did not make it through tier 6. So, alright, we're gonna try the other tiers just so you can see how fun they are, how brutal they can be. Another thing I learned, if you did not know, you can blow up asteroids. When you're in pursuit of these guys and they're coming right at you, I found that when they pass you that close, if you just slow down just a little bit, it'll allow you to make a tighter turn and keep on them a little better.
Halting simulation. You have passed, applicant. You may proceed to the exit hatch to log
Okay,
your results.
I may have passed the simulation, but I lost my ship. The reason I passed is because I completed all 3 tiers, or the first 3 tiers that were required. So we're gonna call that a wrap on this and move on to bigger, better, and gooder things. I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will do my best to find more tips that can help you in your game. Thank you. Have a good night.